Yes. If you want a successful deliverance and you want to be set free for the long term, then you got to be committed to the truth. No lies, no manipulations. What I find about narcissistic people that always got themselves on their mind, they live in a kind of made-up world, their own form of fantasy, where they never did anything wrong. It's always them, this, that. Well, this happened. And they're filled with excuses. They just got tormented. They don't know why. Don't want to face the truth. I've never been severely tormented. But the devil would come on with these little sneaky attacks. And like I said in the previous video, he's got to find your fear. What are you afraid of? And once he finds that, he's going to work it and rework it. And so, what he was poking around to see is if I'm afraid of death and dying. And there was some fear there. But I dealt with the truth. And I faced the truth. Spirit, soul, and body. Natural, soulical, and spiritual. I looked at the natural and I looked at the supernatural. I read the signs. I understood. I turned inward to understand what is going on with me. And if there is the fear of death and dying, where is it coming from? I found it. I dealt with it. I heard from God on it. He literally told me how much time left I have on this earth. In this present form, anyway. I said, what? And I no longer am regularly having dreams about death and dying of myself. It stopped. So you might say, the torment, but I didn't receive it as torment. I received it as something ain't right with this. Let me check myself and find the truth. Because you know the truth, the real truth of who you are lies inside of you on a conscious but mainly unconscious level, below the surface or subconscious. And if you're afraid to open up that door, then the torment's gonna keep on keeping on. So you gotta face it. All right? And God will help you to face it. Because once you face it, He will speak to you and tell you the real deal. Some people have a spirit telling them condemnation, guilt, shame, fear. Because of this, and this. You're going to die on April 3rd, 2015. April 3rd comes, 2015. They shaking in their boots. April 4th comes. They still here. You would think that the devil's now been found out. The truth is there. He don't know when you dying. But no. He comes back. He says, you're going to die on June 15th. June 15th. Now you got from April, you got all of April, and you got May, you got June. June 15th come. Then June 16th come. You still here. I have seen this happen to people over and over and over again, and they never come to a knowledge of the truth and say, the devil don't know what he's talking about. They never do it. And they don't do it because here's another truth you got to face up to. You got a mental illness. You believe in illusions. Facts are presented to you. Evidence is presented to you. You don't receive the evidence because there's something inside of you that lusts after being afraid and tormented. Deal with it. If you got a mental illness and you're on medication and that medication is helping you, I say right on, good. I can work with you. But if you mentally ill and you just like bouncing off of walls, I can't do nothing with that. Because you are incapable in your mental illness of receiving the truth. Not just receiving it, but accepting it and acting on it. You believe every single thing the devil tells you. Now, is that sane? He told you was going to die on April 3rd. You didn't die. Then he says June 15th. You didn't die. And then he says 8 more times before the year is up. And you still here. And you believe in it each and every time. Something ain't right with your mind. I ain't talking about alternative facts. I'm talking about the truth. Jesus said, you shall know the truth. And the truth itself will make you free. So if you are tormented, you should be eager in pursuit of the truth. Hello, somebody. You should want to hear the truth, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. That's right. If you are a manipulator, you should want to hear, find out, discover that you manipulate. If you're looking at yourself through rose-colored glasses, you need a clear view of who you are. And you need to be self-accepting, whether you are saved or not saved. Accept yourself. Who's saying that? Oh, she said respect yourself. I'm saying accept yourself. And once you accept yourself, the evil spirits don't have very much to torment you with. You know? I've been born again 40 years and have never experienced torment. I have been attacked, yes. And I have done so much more in the realm of the supernatural, in the realm of sin, than most people who contact me to be delivered. I'm the one that should have been tormented. But it's because of the nature of my character. One of the things I've always had, is courage. You need courage to face the truth, y'all.